Notice to all viewers and social media companies. Ohio residents can use medical marijuana for qualified medical conditions under Ohio House Bill 523. The host of the show, known as 420 Live or 420 Live Ohio, may use or consume legally purchased Ohio medical marijuana products during this video. 420 Live or Ohio Cannabis Live does not promote the use of illegal drugs. This content is for informative and entertainment purposes only. This content is not meant to be used as medical advice or to be used to promote misinformation about cannabis. Viewer discretion is advised.
Another Mastamynd hit.
What's up, hippie smiles? Welcome back to another episode of 420 Live. Thank you for being here. As always, what you medicating on? It's good to see you back here. What's up, Mike? What's up? Good to see you. We are only streaming on YouTube right now because I was running a little late. So, do me a favor and share the video on your Facebook page right now and share it everywhere so other people can watch it. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Cleveland Crows fan. Welcome back. Happy Friday. Hey, Jimmy. Got some rainbow grease. Okay, all right. I just came back from the garage. So you already know. Ah, man, my music ain't on. There we go. Okay, what's up, little Mac? Okay, some hybrid vape dragon firelin scientific hash plant times dragon stash. Got you. Alrighty. Yes. That's great. Yeah, me personally, I've got the last of my Cake It Easy is what I've got going for me. And let me see, I'm going to take me a drink here. So today, we're going to talk about something yet I didn't know about. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm an expert. The information we're going to go over is from the official source from the government. I am not adding anything to this information. This is going to be reading it word for word, and we'll discuss. But we'll also go over some other announcements as well. So, first thing I want to make sure I remind everybody is there is a patient movie planning meeting tomorrow. There is a meeting still tomorrow. And it'll be the same way as before. You just go to ohiocannabislive.com/join now at 7:30. If you are a little bit late, that's okay. But don't be too late, because we ain't going to be there all night. We're going to be there for about an hour. And we're talking about going to the movies. But we'll also talk about probably doing a virtual event too. But something else I want to talk to everyone about is something I'm working on called the 420 Live Club. The 420 Live Club will be the first private club for Ohio patients. So, first rule of 420 Live Club is tell no one who isn't in the club anything. So don't be going around telling people who are not in 420 Live Club. Don't be telling nothing about it. They ain't gonna be a part of it. They ain't gonna get to see it. When you come to the meeting, you won't even be allowed to use your phone. That's how secret this gonna be. And the first event is coming. I'm working on it. I'm working on something big. For patients only. Yes, I'm working hard. Hey, Steve. What's up, Steve? How you doing? It's good to see you, my brother. It's good to see you here. I'm just telling everybody about our new secret club. Top secret. You hear me? G14, G420 classified. That's going to be the thumbnail. So, like I said, today we are going to definitely talk about something different called the Cannabis Administration and Opportunity Act. This is the Senate version of medical. Not medical. The Senate version of marijuana decriminalization, federal, nationwide. Hey, Tamiko, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for joining the stream. And if you haven't done already, make sure that you follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram under Ohio Cannabis Live. I'm on Twitter under Ohio Cannabis Live. I'm on Reddit under Ohio Cannabis Live. I'm on Discord under Ohio Cannabis Live. I'm literally on every platform under Ohio Cannabis Live. So I'm real easy to find. Except on TikTok. So, what I want to know, has anyone ever heard of the Cannabis Administration and Opportunity Act? This is a Senate proposal. It's in a draft right now, so this is probably not nowhere near as far along as the other act, the MORE Act. But this is the one that is being put together by Senator Cory Booker, Senator Ron Wyden, and Senator Chuck Schumer. I'm sure you've heard of at least two of those people. And, I'm hoping that, if they're going to do this, that they have some bipartisan support from their colleagues, because that's the only way it's going to get anywhere. As far as the MORE Act goes, there is still some hope, but not as much. I mean, the enthusiasm is waning because people are worried that the Senate is just going to throw it in the trash. I mean, but the best part is that both the House and the Senate have people in the Senate on both parties, all bipartisanly, that support some type of cannabis legislation, whether it's recreational or both, or medical and only medical. There is support for some type of federal cannabis regulations. There is support. There is 100% support for that. I mean, somebody wants to do something because they know there's an opportunity for them to make a bunch of money. They're gonna make a lot of money off of this. Everybody's gonna make a lot of money. So I don't know why they're waiting. This legalize and we'll all become rich. It's simple. It will boost the economy. It will boost the morale. Can you imagine how much happier people will be in the whole United States of America if cannabis was legal? I mean, the celebrations that would be going on, the parties, the amount of travel that would go up. I mean, the travel industry would explode. The economy would go because everybody would be trying to figure out how they could be a part of the new green gold rush. It's important that we come to realize that it is going to be legal nationwide at some point, and we're going to get adult use for everybody. It's coming. Hey Lynette, how you doing today? Thanks for stopping by. It is going to happen. I just think it is just the more people talk about it, the more we bring more attention to it, the more good news we keep bringing, and the more money we keep showing them. When they look at all the states that have legalized, at least 36 or more states have already legalized it in some shape or form. Yeah, I mean, people will be so much happier to do things. And it's kind of weird how people live in one part of the world or one part of the country and it's legal there and they're living the best lives. They're on TV, medicated. I watch these people out west on TV do stuff and they're happy. They're not impaired. They're doing a great job of what they're doing and they're just happily medicated and they're doing fine. I'm not seeing anything bad happening. I don't get news reports of cannabis users doing horrible things to people. I don't get those news reports. I'm sure they're out there, but where? Where? This guy was stoned and drunk and crashing. I don't even get those. You don't get those news reports where this guy, he smoked a blunt and crashed into a bunch of cars. Like, I haven't seen that one yet. It doesn't exist. The only thing somebody's doing when they get some cannabis in their system is smiling and laughing. Or sleeping. Right? So I don't understand why they can't see that this is the answer to all of our problems. Everything from COVID-19 to the economy. Heck, we could probably end the war in Ukraine if we just send them some herb. Man, send them a drop. Calm these people down, man, because at the end of the day, not even just looking at the United States' economy, but looking at the world economy, they would have a whole new commodity that they could all share the wealth in. This would be like the global green oil. If it was worldwide legal, it would be like any other fruit or vegetable or resource that we have. It would be cherished. It would hold more value, actually. And it would end a lot of criminal cartels. They could be legal cartels then. They could be legal entrepreneurs. Their records would go away. Every drug dealer that got in trouble for selling marijuana would be able to go sell it legally and not even have to worry about their previous record. Can you imagine? Can you imagine can you imagine? Can we believe that there's this one thing that could actually save the damn world? It's this goddamn cannabis. We've already seen what it does in small circles. We've seen what it does in large events. We've seen the opportunity. Cannabis Administration Opportunity Act. Let's look at it a little bit closer. You know, that I'm sure it's just a bunch of words. But I'm gonna pull it up here on the screen here in a second. And we gonna look at it. So I've got this zoomed in so we can all look at it. The Cannabis Administration Opportunity Act discussion. So I want to be clear. This is a draft. And the website is democrat.senate.gov. Blah 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 blah. I put the link in the video description. Yeah, hemp is a great tool for industrial use. So yes, we can rebuild a lot of our infrastructure with good hemp products. We can build 3D printing systems that can print hemp buildings, hemp housing. Again, I said it, you see it. It could save the world. It could end hunger. It could end housing crisis. It could end wars. It could do everything if we would just let it grow. Let it grow. Let the shit grow. Can we do that? Okay. Well, we got to get people motivated. Because right now, everybody is so depressed. Right? We are all tired of all the bad news every damn day. And when I get ready to get in my car and go somewhere, I got to worry about how I'm going to get gas in the tank just to get somewhere. Let's not even talk about my medicine. Talk about me just getting somewhere from A to B. I got 24 doctors to go see. And at $4.99 a gallon, $3.99 a gallon, $5, I don't care. You might be watching this from all over the world. So you feeling this gas problem. Doesn't matter where you live at. We talking past Ohio now. We talking global effect here. When the early colonies couldn't get sales, we grew hemp to make sales. Otherwise, we may not be the U.S. of A. See, isn't that like, I mean, that, what else do we need to hear? I mean, anyway, I'm not gonna read all this to you because you know me, I'm not here to bore nobody. But we're gonna go through a little bit of it, and I hope that you can read it with me. I don't have, my glasses are broke. When I fell, my glasses got broke, y'all. So I can't see as good, and that's kind of slowing me down. So if I miss up something, it's because I can't see it. Okay, the war on drugs. Let me turn this music off. The war on drugs has been because I don't know, that music be reading this, that sounded like weird. Like, no. The war on drugs has been a war on people, right? Okay, particularly people of color. Okay. The Cannabis Administration Opportunity Act aims to end the decades of harm inflicted on communities of color by removing cannabis from the federal list of controlled substances and empowering the state to implement their own cannabis laws. I'm not sure I like that. I'm not sure I like that. Okay, federal cannabis reforms are especially urgent as more and more states legalize the adult and medical use of cannabis. To date, the adult use of cannabis is legal in 18 states. The District of Columbia, isn't that something? In the capital, it's legal. Cut it out. The Commonwealth of Northern Mariana Islands, even Guam, even in the islands, folks, even in the islands, it's legal. And the district, 37 more states. I told you over 36, right? 37 states that allow medical cannabis, with nearly all Americans living in a state where some form of cannabis is legal. By the way, over 60% of Americans support legalization of cannabis, and that was as of last week, by the way. And these changes represent a dynamic shift in public opinion and support across the political spectrum. Today, more than 90% of Americans believe. Now, look at them. Now they're saying 90. Okay, let them tell it. 90%, that's even better, right? 90% of Americans believe cannabis should be legal either for adult or medical use. Despite legalization under state law and broad public support, cannabis legalization remains illegal under federal law. By ending the failed federal prohibition of cannabis, the Cannabis Administration Opportunity Act will ensure that Americans, especially black and brown Americans, no longer have to fear arrest or be barred from public housing or federal financial aid for higher education for using cannabis in states where it's legal. State-compliant cannabis businesses will finally be treated like other businesses and allowed to access the essential financial services like bank accounts and loans. Medical research will no longer be stifled. Now, that part is very similar to the MORE Act, because the MORE Act aims to do the same thing as far as allowing for financial and federal aid. So that's important. Just keep that in mind, that we definitely want to have access to federal financial aid and banking access, because those are two things that cannabis business entrepreneurs are running into a brick wall, and we need to get that wall knocked down. So, and we also need to be able to do the medical research in a much better, non-biased way with more peer reviews, like all the other research people do. And I definitely want to hear more about cannabis and COVID-19. I think we need to really keep looking into that, because there may be something to that we just gonna have to come to terms with. We might have figured out the way to get rid of COVID-19, and people might find out it might be as simple as smoking a joint. Right. Okay. But this alone is not enough. You're right. You're absolutely right, folks. This definitely ain't enough. The Cannabis Administration Opportunity Act includes retroactive measures to lift up people in communities who are unfairly targeted in the war on drugs. The bill automatically expunges federal nonviolent marijuana crimes. Okay. All right. So that's the same thing as the MORE Act. Similar. And allows individual currently serving time in federal prison for nonviolent marijuana crimes to petition court for resentencing. Hold up. Now, the other one was a little bit different. I thought the other one said they would be released. I don't remember nothing about no resentencing. We going to have to look at that. I'm going to have to pull this back up, and we're going to have to come back and do a versus one or the other next, because I'm wondering. I'm glad, Hippie Smiles. I'm glad you haven't had COVID. Me neither. So, but like I said, it could be the cannabis, but maybe certain ones. I don't know. But okay, we're gonna go back. We need to go back and look and see the language, because if they're saying here that this is going to be resentencing, I could have swore the MORE Act said that you would get out. I might be wrong, so don't quote me on that, but I'm going to check it. And see, and that's a blessing, Lynette, that you haven't gotten it. And we are blessed. And I hope we continue to stay blessed. Okay. Because at first it says right here, the bill automatically expunges federal non-violent marijuana crimes and allows individuals currently serving time in federal prison for non-violent marijuana crimes to petition court for resentencing. So, yeah, like I said, we're going to talk about that, Little Mac 86. We're going to talk about that part about letting states do their own thing. I don't like that either. Let me keep going a little bit more into this. So, the legislation also creates the Opportunity Trust Fund funded by federal cannabis tax revenue. Of course, they're going to get tax revenue to reinvest in the communities most impacted by the failed war on drugs as well. So they're gonna make the taxpayer pay for their bad deed. That's what it says to me. Tax revenue, meaning that we gotta fit the bill to fix their damage, when they should be paying the bill, not us. As well as helping to level the playing field for entrepreneurs of color who continue to face barriers of access to the industry. Importantly, the legislation also ends discrimination and federal public benefits for medical marijuana patients and adults use consumers. So, I mean, the fact that they have discrimination in federal public benefits for medical marijuana patients and adult use consumers. The fact that exists, that they're saying that it exists, that's unacceptable in itself, ain't it? The fact that they say it right there, that they know that we are facing discrimination, and we're not able to file suit. We can't sue them. They just told us that it was discrimination. That's strong. I mean, that's powerful. This ain't my words now. This is their language. This they draft. But I'm just saying, it's powerful to me because it's important that they're shedding the light on what we already been saying all along. Is that we're being treated very differently for using cannabis. People turn their face, turn up their nose, look at us funny. You know, when they see us with a marijuana leaf shirt on, they go. You know, it's wrong. They know it, and they know that it's old and corny. I mean, that's why we go back and laugh at them. So, you know, don't let somebody try to shame you out of being a cannabis user. In general, regardless of whether you're a patient, don't let nobody try to shame you over that, because we don't spend time shaming people for drinking, do we? Do we start shaming people for snorting cocaine? Or doing anything else? So, shouldn't be shaming cannabis people. We deserve to be treated like anyone else. We are all the same. We are all human. God, gee, when the hell everybody gonna figure that out, man? We all bleed. We all drinking water. We all drink water. We all eat food to live, but we all gotta live here on the planet together. There is no others. It's all of us. It's only humans. There ain't no. There are some aliens here, but you know what? They know how to act better than we do. We still trying to kill each other for things that don't even make sense. You know it. You know it. The legislation preserves the integrity of state cannabis laws and provides a path for responsible federal regulation of cannabis. The regulation of the cannabis industry, like with federal regulations on alcohol, states can determine their own cannabis laws but federal prohibition will no longer be an obstacle. Regulatory responsibility will be moved from the U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency (DEA) to the Alcohol and Tobacco and Trade Bureau, the TTB. I don't know if I like that either. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. Are we moving up or moving back? And tobacco and tax and trade and all this other stuff, as well as the Food and Drug Administration to protect public health. Additionally, revenue generated by federal taxes will support restorative justice and public health and safety research. U.S. Senators Cory Booker, Ron Wyden, and Chuck Schumer collectively refer to this document as the sponsoring officers are committed to turning the page on this sad chapter in American history and undoing the devastation of consequences of the current discriminatory cannabis policies. As such, they are seeking feedback from the public as they finalize the proposal. The Cannabis Administration Opportunity Act discussion draft is detailed legislative proposal meant to spur a robust discussion among stakeholders in order to inform the sponsoring officers as they work to craft final legislation proposal. The sponsoring officer requests comments from stakeholders and members of the public, including social and criminal justice advocates, industry stakeholders, members of the public health and law enforcement communities, members of Congress, federal officials, state and local officials, and others for review. While sponsoring officers will accept comments at any time, they encourage stakeholders to submit comments in writing by September 1st. Well, this is last year. Okay, so, but here, I'll read this email out. It's cannabis_reform@finance.senate.gov. So if you want to go ahead and send this in, I'm going to leave this on the screen so you can write it down. Send in some comments. I mean, they need to hear. I think the main thing, and Little Max already hit right on it, is that we need to make sure, we're not just letting the states do whatever they really want. There should be some kind of federal guidance that they should go by, at least a template that's reasonable, that would, give them some direction of what's going to be just totally not acceptable and what's going to be totally okay. So the states know how to stay within federal law, which will hopefully be no law. I mean, I think that, when you could tell me that the federal law on cannabis is very similar to the federal law on a tomato plant, then I'm going to feel a lot better. When you tell me growing a tomato plant and a cannabis plant is like no different, then I'm going to feel a lot better. When I know that I can grow a whole row of plants in my backyard and not worry about nobody coming to steal it because they're at home growing their own plant if they choose to, I'll feel a lot better. I feel a lot better when I don't have to worry about police kicking my door in to see if I am growing something. You see what I'm saying? I feel a lot better when my landlord can't evict me because I'm a cannabis user. I feel a lot better when the hospital can't refuse to give me pain medicine because I'm a cannabis user. I feel a lot better when women don't have to worry about losing custody of their child because they're medical marijuana or cannabis users. I feel better when people won't have to worry about violating their probation to use medical cannabis. That's when I'm going to feel a whole lot better. Because right now, I'm not feeling that great. Absolutely. Absolutely. Americans should be able to travel from state to state, place to place, without no worry and no concern. I mean, I totally agree. I totally agree. So I do want to let you guys know. I do want to preview for you next. Is it next week? No, in 2 weeks I'm going to have a special guest. Tiffany will be on here. Tiffany Ann's going to be on here with us. She's been working very hard with Ohio House Bill number 60 to authorize the use of medical marijuana for autism spectrum disorder. I'm going to make sure I said it right. Certainly you can go on the internet and read more about this bill, but we are definitely going to be discussing it in more detail and helping people learn a little bit more about autism spectrum disorder And I'm real excited to have Tiffany on the show. So please make sure you mark down April 22nd on your calendar, because that will be a very special episode, and we will definitely be there to support her and also to learn about this very important bill that's going to hopefully go through and get passed, so that people will be able to use medical marijuana for autism in Ohio. So I'm real excited that hopefully will go through, and that's definitely an episode we got coming. I'm also going to have some other guests coming on the show. Once I get my flyers made, I'll definitely be teasing it to you to let you know. I do want to let you know I did drop a new shirt. It's called Get Stoned. Yeah, they're now available on OhioCannabisLive.com/shop. So if you want to check it out, it's there. I also want to let everyone know that on 420, I will be streaming live from Cincinnati for the 420 block party that is going to be by the Pothead Genius, Chiba Hut, and the Cupboard. This is definitely going to be a special event. This is open to the public. You can RSVP on my guy Pothead Genius's website. Here is the information for that right here. So you can go ahead and register. And if you want to be a vendor, here is the information for that as well. You email andy.brewer at I think that's chibahut.com. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you there for the 420 block party. It's going to be a peaceful event, free games, live music, giveaways, and yes, there is going to be a rolling contest, and that will be with CBD people. For those who are wondering, it will not, we will not be doing anything illegal. This is going to be a public event. There will be police there on the scene to make sure everything is safe. So this is a safe and fun event for cannabis enthusiasts. There will be music, as you can see. Featured artists there. Going to be Ernie Johnson, the Animal Crackers, Sons of Silverton. We're going to have DJ Rare Grove, and QCS Glass and John Carlos. It's kind of, I told you I don't have my glasses. So like I said, now, and then I also want to let you know some of the proceeds to this is going to be going to the Last Prisoner project, as you can see at the bottom of the flyer. So this is definitely going to be an exciting event. So I'm hoping that some of you can come down and check it out. Hopefully I'll see you. But if not, we're still going to be seeing each other at some point anyway. So yes, so make sure you definitely check that out. And on a Friday night, I gotta ask the question I always ask on Friday nights: what's for dinner? What's everybody having for dinner? And what do you think about the? It's so wordy. What did I say it was called again? The Cannabis Administration and Opportunity Act. What do you think about it? What say you? It's just a lot of words to me. It's a lot to take in, and I think once you read it, there's some parts of it, but I really have a big problem with the states being given a wide berth of being able to do whatever they want. That kind of concerns me. Oh yeah, that's your favorite strain? Okay, McDonald's. Lasagna. Okay. Now I'm starting to get hungry. I'm having hot dogs today. Hot diggity dog. I'm having some hot dogs. How do you do your lasagna? Do you do it with meat? Do you do it no meat? Do you do it with chicken? Some people don't like meat. I've tried no meat lasagna. It turned out pretty good. But I like Olive Garden lasagna. McDonald's, I don't know. What you getting from McDonald's, Little Mac? I heard it was so expensive now. I don't eat at McDonald's. It's really kind of expensive. Did anybody get to try any new products this weekend? Did anybody get any new strains or anything? I didn't. I got a couple things, so make sure you check out my new review for Space Jello. I just dropped that. They already age restricted it, so make sure you sign in so you can get in it. Big Mac. Okay, there we go. Classic. I'm loving the Big Mac. He said he gonna get him a sub or a vegan. You do ground turkey and you make homemade spaghetti. Oh wow, okay, now this serious. Now this sounds like something I'm gonna see on the cooking channel. You said a toss up between the sub or the pizza. Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, I had pizza yesterday actually, Jimmy, and I ended up going with. Then I had a sub I think the day before that, and that didn't do well in my stomach. So I don't know when I'm gonna have another sub. I'm trying to cut back on the bread a little bit. And then the other day I had a steak. Had a filet mignon. You said you already guessed that's what he was having. You know Little Mac well then, don't you? You already knew what he was having before you have it. That's too funny. Well, if you have time to stop by and see me tomorrow, I'll be available to talk to you at the meeting on Saturday. We're still using Google Meet because it's better. And, if you haven't already followed me on social media, make sure you do that. And make sure you get on the website and get you some merch while it's still free shipping. I'm holding it down as long as I can. And we got all the sizes and colors back in stock on everything. So, like, if you had a certain color you didn't see on there, it should be back on there now. And if you don't see your color or you don't see your size, just let me know, and we'll try to make it happen. I think the highest we can go is 5X, to be honest. And that's only on certain things. So, if you need something made, we'll make it for you. We'll get you something nice. If you want something custom, reach out to me. I'll make you something special. Might be a little bit extra. But again, I appreciate y'all being here. We done got over 2,100 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you. That is keeping me going because it's hard sometimes. I'll be having so much pain. And the main thing I get excited about is coming and doing this show. And I'm going to start doing some more live streams on the private groups on Facebook, and I'm gonna do some more live streams on here. I've just gotta tough it up, man, and just get on here or get on my phone and just go. Keep y'all informed because I got a lot of stuff to tell you. Yeah, there's more stuff going on. I found out some interesting stuff, so make sure you keep following and watching to find out exactly what I'm talking about. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. And I'll see you next time. Peace.